welcome back to my craft room. It's Marjorie and we're going to do another sit, chat, and craft, although I might be doing some standing. We're still working on our pocketbook. I've done some decorating on it, but we've got 2 more pages before the last 2, and I'm not going to decorate this one until I get the cover on it. The spine of the book finally disintegrated. It was too much, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this. I'll probably make it into a bookmark for the book, but as you can see the lace that's holding it together, and I'm going to use lace on the spine to reinforce that. When it's done, I'm going to cover it in fabric, and I've got a piece of needlepoint. I'm going to use white fabric that I will somehow use as a closure on it. So let's get to finishing this, and I'm also going to work on some tags today. See if I can get my light properly. So I've cut paper here, and I've got another piece of paper to go here. Again, this is from the Be Beautiful collection. So I have been using my tacky glue. Whoops, that one's not open. So I must have my tacky glue out in the other room. Just give me a minute. So I went in the other room and got my tacky glue out. Give it a good shake. While this is not primarily a writing journal, it's a it's a tag journal, that's for sure. Altered book. I want to include some writing spaces. I think it's important to do some writing. Whoops, sorry about that. I like this cluster that's up in that corner. Alright, so grab my credit card and start getting the glue all the way to the edges. Have my dry wipe here. So how many people watched Artemis make that mermaid cover where she laid down all the fabric and then did the not slow stitching, but I forget what they called it, where she used her sewing machine. I thought that was beautiful. Really, really lovely. Be interesting to see what the others do in that collab. Alright, so the book is getting, so I have to prop it up with something to make it so I can work on it. So now I am looking for my, well, just 1 minute, I don't have my quilting ruler here. Back in a second. Sorry about this, I truly thought I was organized and ready, and clearly I wasn't. So I'm going to measure this, which if I make it 1 2 2/4, I'll get the right length there. So I'm going to set that up there. First thing I'm going to do is take off this side. So what excited me about what Artemis is doing, I'm reaching down here, is that I have this huge bag of snippet pieces, and I want to create something with it. I've been saving it. I do my 52 tags with it, so I want to use it. I don't want to throw it out, and I've been toying with what to do, and I think I might make some journal covers. I might. whoops, why did that move? So if I go 2, 1, 2, and 1 2/4, then this will be my first slice. I'll get it up there a little bit. I really like using the quilting ruler. It makes the measuring so much easier. Where's my lid? Yeah, perfect. I just need to snip off the bottom part there. Or do I want to take? I think I'm going to take the top part off. Leave the bottom part on. Need to take a little bit more, so maybe I will take just a sliver down here. So this is Sunday afternoon of a long weekend in Canada. It's been nice weather. We went for a walk this morning at the conservation park, and Paul was able to walk 2 miles basically without having a cane or walking sticks to depend on. So that was a big gain, a big plus that I am extremely grateful for. And like the rest of you, the world going back to some form of, whoops, sorry, that's my water bottle, some form of normal can't happen soon enough. So this one here is basically 2 and just a little bit over again. Okay, so I'll move this out of the way, move that out of the way. Line that up on a line. So there's 2. Yeah, I don't know about everybody else, but feeling funky. I don't know how else to describe it. Just where nothing seems right. You're kind of dissatisfied with yourself. The world could be going just perfectly and you wouldn't feel that way. Randomly angry. Just tired. We just need to give ourselves a break to feel what we feel and craft what we craft and not be competitive with each other and just be kind. So we went to London this week, and Paul had another adjustment of his shunt. So, whoops, what did I do there? No, it's okay. Well, not really, but so it will work. So it's now in the normal range. He says it feels clearer, which is nice. So that is good. Whoops, I want that back in there. And now I want to add some lace here. And then I will be save all those little snippets. Done the basic inside the book, and I will be adding, I'm going to move on today. I want to work on some tags. So we'll do that together. Some of this lace, it's hard to tell which side is the right side and which side is the wrong side. trying to take my mic and move it farther away from my mouth so that you don't hear me sighing, carrying on. So hopefully that, whoops, that didn't work. And I probably got the string. Well, I'll just stand up, works better. So this week, as I was watching some of my favorite crafters, I got thinking, oh, I should have more people on my channel, and I should be happier, I should be selling my journals. And at the end of all of it, I decided that I'm doing this because I love paper crafting. I'm retired. I don't need. I get most of my supplies from the thrift store. Basically, that I just need to be happy with who I am and content with what I'm doing, and be happy for the others that are doing what they're doing and loving it. So I picked a book up at the thrift store. It was, I can't remember the name of it. It was about leisure and organizing your leisure time and how to feel good about leisure, how... Alright, I think I've got these 2 pages. That's the last pocket. I've got these 2 pages, and this one I'm not going to do till I do the fabric there. And the front, I have these 2 pages. But again, I'm not going to... Oh, that's kind of interesting. Alright, a good little lucky happenstance at the last page. And the first page are exactly the same. That's kind of neat. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside to dry. And I'm going to move on and show you what else I've been doing. So what I did is I took a number of pieces of the scraps of paper that I had, and I just put them on book page. So you've all seen when people lay the book page out, glue it together, and then just scrap on it. So that's what that is. And then what I did was I went around and I sewed. Here's the sewing there. And then what I did is I added cardstock to the back of it so that you don't see the handwriting. I'll show you why. Here's the first one I did, the prototype. And you can see where the writing, the stitching is on the back. And while some people like that, I don't. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use it this way. And so what we're going to do now is decorate these tags for the rest of our time together. Oh, I also made some tags using collage papers, and it has a pocket in it, and this is a children's storybook. So let's start with this one here. Now, do I want it to go this way, or do I want it to go this way? If I use it this way, I'm going to put a tab up here. Alright, let's see what we've got in these ephemera. A flower. Oh, there is a... Okay. Sorry, that probably sounded horrible. These are from, it was a series of museum prints that came into the thrift store, and they're stamps, and the book was damaged, so they didn't want to use it. So I took them and I made them into little pieces. So I wonder if I want to I think I want it this way. I'm sorry, I'm still futzing just to try and keep the mic out of my mouth. Alright, so I hope everyone is safe and doing something they love with people that they love. Alright, I like that. So this is Fabri-Tac. This is some avocado dyed muslin. Getting out my vintage photo. I like that. Okay. Now what I'm still deciding is whether I'm going to put lined paper on the back or if I'm just going to leave it. Now I want to put a tab of some kind up there. Do I want to just make it a lace tab? Or do I want to see if I can find my whale tail? This mic situation is just not working for me. My head is constantly being curtailed. I can't move the way I want to move. So I am going to have to figure out another mic system. Alright, so I can put that up there, but it needs something, maybe some lace up here. Oh, it wouldn't hurt from some lace. Let's get rid of some of the whiteness of it. See, that's going to make writing on the tag difficult. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Now I need to decide whether or not I'm going to use tea-dyed paper on the back of this. You know, I think I am. I like writing. I like lines when I write, so I will add some, and then I will sew it, so that'll be fine. Use glue stick. So this is the Elmer's purple glue. I've seen other crafters use it. Set that down now. I'm going to lay that, knowing that I'm going to have to cut it, which is fine. I want to get that all down there. on September 18th, I guess it is, next Saturday anyway, I'm going to be doing a cartonnage, yeah, I think that's how you say it, workshop with a girlfriend of mine. I've not done any of her work. That's where you cover cardboard with fabric, and I'm looking forward to making some containers for my desk to make my space not necessarily more organized, because I'm not sure organized is how my craft room will ever be. I like a mess. I like getting to my table and having ideas. So in that way, I'm probably more like Tina of Shabby Dabby Doodah. So there, tag number 1. I'm going to call that done, and then I will zigzag. Well, let's see, maybe we'll put something in here. Well, this could have some of that little diamonds on it. Oh, I like that. All right, so I'm going to put this down. These flowers came from a lace curtain that came damaged into the thrift store, and I salvaged the flower part of it. It's amazing how we put ourselves through all of these shoulds. We should do this, we should do that. Really, we should enjoy life. We should do things that make us happy. We should be kind to each other. We should spread joy. And that has nothing to do with having a bigger channels or selling journals or any of that. It might be part of it, but it doesn't mean that's it. So, 3 or an uneven number. I'll put 3 down the middle. And then I will sew around this and I will ink it. So there's the first one done. Let's see about doing another one of these. And that one there. I think I'm going to do the back first. While there isn't anything on it. And I might look to use different colors of paper. No, I'm not. I'm going to use one color of paper. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get the glue stick. My tummy is rumbling. And there's no need for it. All I seem to have been doing lately is eating. All right, so that's done. Let me reach up here for a butterfly. So if I want that there, I guess maybe this isn't the right picture to have here. find some lace underneath her, I think. Okay, I like the lace. I like those two bits. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I like. Maybe I don't want her. Maybe I want her. Collaging is a whole lot more difficult than what it seems on first blush. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it. I want a little bit of, I don't want a straight edge. So I'm going to use some of these Fiskars scissors. Oh yes, I like that. Needs something else. Needs one more thing. Maybe it needs a plain label. Yeah, picking up on that yellow. Now, if I was going to be really smart, I would have organized labels on the side here. I'll get there. Does anybody, can anybody recommend a good book? I need a good book to read, and I've run out. At the thrift store, Nora Roberts jumps off the shelf. We can never keep enough of them. And we've adopted this system of certain books have only so much space, or else we get overwhelmed. And this week we opened two boxes, of books, and they were all Nora Roberts. So now we're flooded with them. So I will be reading some Nora Roberts, I would imagine. Too much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think so. I think that's what it's going to be. So I don't want to waste any of this, so I'm going to cut get it. I'm going to cut the lace so it's not distracting to me. Took from Took's Craft Table, she sent me a mic, but I have to get some kind of an adapter, I guess, to get it to hook up to my iPad, because when I hooked it up it didn't pick up my voice, but it would be one that would stand up by the iPad there, and so would I would be able to move my head around freely without feeling like I was about to strangle myself. So this butterfly is either Took's Craft Table or My Porch Prints. I cannot remember which it is. I don't know how much I appreciate all of you that listen and comment and sit with me while I'm crafting. We are creatures of relationships. That's the one thing that we're sorely lacking on right now. I think it's something that none of us will ever take for granted again. I know I won't. Now these are printed on labeled paper, and the problem is not every place has cut, so it's finding the right spot. So I have a laser printer, and on shiny paper, every once in a while, the ink will just chip off. And I wonder what setting people print their prints on. All right, so there, I don't think I'm going to put a tab on that one. Do we want to put a bit of the sparkly stuff? Channel my inner Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I could. Yes, that's where it'll go. There we are. So we're going to call it a day today, sitting on a Sunday afternoon and crafting. So what we did is we added the last 2 pages to this book, and we made these 2 tags. I will zigzag around these, and I might add a little bit of something on the back of this. So thank you for coming along on a Sunday afternoon and crafting with me.